A dichotomous key. It sounds like it belongs in a science lab, but trust me, it can be a vital tool for streamlining decision making in your business. Like choosing between an espresso and a latte, business decisions often boil down to one key choice. I'll show you what is a dichotomous key, how to use one, and how to create your own to streamline your business operations. I'm Jason from Visme, helping you design better for your business. Let's kick things off by deciphering the term dichotomous key. It sounds fancy, but it's actually quite simple. Dichotomous means divided into two parts. So a dichotomous key is a tool that helps guide decision making by splitting choices into two distinct options at each step. It's essentially a flowchart that leads you through a series of yes or no questions or this/that choices until you reach that final decision. And don't worry, I'll show you how to create one soon. But this is important. Think of it as the ultimate game of would you rather, but instead of choosing between eating a beetle or a worm, you're making critical business decisions, like deciding if you should launch a new product this quarter or next. Each choice leads you closer to your destination, without getting lost in the woods of indecision. Used originally in biology to classify organisms, this tool is perfect for simplifying complex decisions by breaking them down into manageable binary choices. Now, you might wonder, why go binary and use such unconventional tool for business? Well, research in decision-making psychology suggests that breaking down decisions into simpler binary choices significantly reduces decision fatigue and increases the clarity of the decision-making process. This method helps strip away extraneous information that might cloud your judgment, allowing you to focus on what really matters. It's like decluttering your closet. You start by asking simple questions like, have I worn this sweatshirt in the last year? Yes or no. Suddenly you can see the closet floor once you answer that simple message. Similarly, a dichotomous key helps businesses clean up the clutter to see a clear path forward. Let me give you an example which I'm sure you've probably been faced with before. What's the first thing you think about doing when confronted with a difficult decision? Or any decision for that matter. You want to establish the pros and cons. Trust me, I know you've done this before. A pros and cons list is a great start for making any decision, but sometimes it can leave you in a more conflicted position than you were before. Because you've laid out everything on the table, sourced feedback from other stakeholders, and maybe come up with a few more ideas to think about that weren't originally voiced, then you need to go through all the trouble of prioritizing the pros and cons. And now you just have a bulleted list with a bunch of numbers and buzzwords on a whiteboard. To organize this brainstorming session into a linear framework, a dichotomous key is going to simplify the decision-making process into a simple yes, no, or this, then, that game plan. Furthermore, using a dichotomous key enhances consistency in how decisions are made across different levels of an organization. It ensures that everyone from interns to executives follows the same logical path to arrive at conclusions, making your business processes more standardized and predictable. The more dialed in your decision making, especially from an aerial view of operations, the more effective and expedited the change in process will take effect. It's fair to say that you could recycle this document for future use or replicate it for decisions you're faced with in the future. But let's get practical for a minute and talk about where the dichotomous key fits into your business. One of the most straightforward applications is in customer service. Imagine a customer calls with a complaint. Your service rep can use a dichotomous key to diagnose that problem. Is the issue related to software or hardware? Based on the answer, the next questions swiftly guide the rep and the customer to a solution, making the process quick and painless. Or consider product development. Teams can use dichotomous keys to evaluate features. Should the new gadget have a battery life of 10 hours or 20 hours? Each choice leads to considerations of cost, market preferences, and technical feasibility, helping prioritize features that align with user needs and business goals. And yes, it can even help decide who's responsible for refilling the coffee machine at the office. Did you drink that last cup? Yes or no? It's just simple, but it's so effective. But the real question is, I know you've been thinking this through the whole video, Jason, how do I actually make a dichotomous key? Visme makes creating a dichotomous key as easy as pie. A decision pie, that is. So let's dive in to see how you can create one using Visme's intuitive design tools. First, you want to log into your Visme account. You'll want to start by selecting Create New and then choose Infographics from the options available. Here, Visme offers a variety of templates, including some specifically designed for creating decision trees or flowcharts that can be easily adapted into a dichotomous key. Once you selected a template, the real fun begins. Let's say we're making a key for deciding on a marketing strategy. You'll start by labeling your first node with a critical decision point. For example, is the target audience primarily active on social media? Yes or no. Drag and drop your choices onto the canvas and then create branches leading into the next decisions. As you build out your key, Visme allows you to customize the look and feel to match your brand or project theme. Change colors, add icons, or insert links and tooltips for more detailed explanations. Each node can be made interactive, engaging your team or stakeholders directly with the decision-making process. Suppose you end up with a complex decision path. No worries, Visme's got you covered. Visme's smart alignment tools help keep your diagram neat and readable. You can also use a comment feature to collaborate on each step, ensuring all team members can give input and ask questions right within the project. If your dichotomous key is for internal use, like sorting out task responsibilities or project management routes, you might add conditional formatting to highlight different priorities for risks associated with each path. This makes it incredibly easy to visualize outcomes and make informed decisions. And here's the kicker. The best part about creating your dichotomous key in Visme is the sharing functionality. Once you're happy with your key, you can share it with your team or stakeholders through a direct link, embed it in your company's intranet, or even download it as a PDF or image file for offline use. It's like passing notes in class, but what you're sharing is actually useful and could potentially save your team hours of discussion and deliberation. So whether you're dissecting frogs or data, a dichotomous key is your go-to tool for making decisions that are spot on. And if you need help creating a key for your business, try Visme. It's our all-in-one marketing and design platform created to help people just like you create high-quality marketing assets and graphics for your business. You can try it today at the link down below. And if you'd like to learn more about how to create valuable graphics for your company, check out this video. I'm Jason from Visme, helping you design better for your business.